Hello, this is Joe Savage from DevHD.net, and today we're diving into a Lua tutorial about basic mathematics. So we've talked a little bit about basic mathematics before, mainly the plus operator to add things together, but in this tutorial we're just going to kind of consolidate that knowledge and make sure that we know all the basic mathematical operators for sort of the journey forward. So to start off with, let's just talk about the operator we know the most, which is of course the plus operator. So we can just do something very simple, so we can just say print 5 plus 5 equals, and we can use the concatenation operator and just do the actual calculation, 5 plus 5, just using the number 5, the plus operator and the number 5, and that should return the result of 5 plus 5, which is of course 10, and so this should print the string 5 plus 5 equals, and then the result of the operation 5 plus 5, which is 10, so it should say 5 plus 5 equals 10. So if we just go ahead and just run this, you'll see, there we go, the output is 5 plus 5 equals 10. Again, we've talked about that before, it's very simple behavior. I think we've also touched on the fact that it should also work with strings, so we can do something like input equals io.read, and then we can just say print 5 plus input, concatenation operator, equals 5 plus input. So again, that should be pretty simple. We're outputting the string 5 plus and then whatever they wrote, and then equals, so that's much similar to the 5 plus 5 equals this part here. We're just using the concatenation operator just to stick things together, and then we're doing the actual calculation of the number 5 plus the string input. Now this is because whatever the user types in, we receive it in the string data type, so that's this double quoted thing here, but because we're using the plus operator in this way, the language kind of goes, hey, hang on a sec here, you're doing a number plus a string. I think I see what you're trying to do here. I think that's supposed to be a number, so I'm going to convert that to a number for you. So it's going to convert whatever they typed in to a number form, and then it can do that calculation and give us the result there. So this should work as a very basic addition program. So we do that. It's asking us to input a number, or it isn't asking us, but we know we have to, so let's input 82. And saying, okay, 5 plus 82 is 87. That's of course correct, and that illustrates some of the basic functionality of the plus operator, and with using variables with that operator. And of course we can use multiple variables with this, so we just say input 2 equals io.read. That's going to work perfectly fine if we just do input plus input 2 here, and then of course we amend our string here, input 2. So now we're just outputting input 2 plus input. In fact, it should really be the other way around, not that it matters. So we're just going to output kind of the calculation that we're going to do, which is input plus input 2 equals, and then we're going to actually do that calculation by simply writing the variable input plus the variable input 2. So it really works much as you'd expect. So let's just show that working, to show that I'm not just making that up. I want to do 50, add 51. Hey, look, that's equal to 101. It totally works. So that really is quite simple, and all of those rules really apply with the other operators, which are, of course, multiplication. So if we just change this, and all we're going to do is use the asterisk symbol for multiply. So we just sort of amend that, so now the string says input times input 2 equals, and then we do the calculation input times input 2. That should work great. So 5 and 5, and our program says 5 times 5 is 25, which is correct. Same thing with divide, which is just a forward slash, just like that. Just clear and rerun, and we can say 25 divided by 5, and it goes, hey, 25 divided by 5 is 5, totally correct. And of course with subtract, which is just the hyphen symbol or the subtraction symbol, depending on how you view it, and that should also work totally fine. Whoops. Let's just do 10 minus 6, and 10 minus 6 is of course 4. So all those operators really function as you'd expect, but I thought we should have a tutorial just making sure we understand these. And so this really is it. I mean, as usual, play around with these concepts, make sure you totally understand the basics of mathematics before moving on to future tutorials, but that really is all I have to say in this short tutorial. So if you want to know anything more about what I've talked about in this tutorial, if you're viewing on YouTube, the related text tutorial is down in this video's description, or if you're viewing on the website, the related text tutorial is just below where this video is embedded. So that's the end, and have a nice day.